Ladies and gentlemen, broadcasting to you live inside Deepa's Laboratory at Barangay Anonas in the city of Ordinera, the province of Pangasinan, the Republic of the Philippines. Welcome to another Manik Mander edition. And Don Patrick D. Paragila here, your host, Marshall, your racer, your producer, your director as well, all at once, all in one package, bringing you all the Tamiya Mini 4-wheel drive action right here live on DPAT TV, Don Patrick Aguilar on YouTube. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the start of November rain season here on DPAT's Tamiya League Stock Motor Conference Season 2. Yosh! Hello mga kadipat and good afternoon to all who are watching this live stream right now, and for those who will be watching anytime, here inside Deepa's Laboratory again, Don Patrick D. Paragila here, proudly bringing you another presentation of Deepa's Tamiya League Stock Motor Conference Season 2 this November to Ray 2025 as we start off our November Rain edition for the year 2025 as we are going to the home stretch of this current year 2025. And yan, as we take a look here at our current track layout. So ito po yung binuo ng inyo pong lingkod na track layout for the year for this month of November 2025. So another challenge, another set of Tamiya Mini Power Drive Racing Action coming at you, and another set of 8 rounders. Another set of 8 rounder for this month, the 8-day race, 8 race day month of November 2025. Dalawang tiga-apat na Lunes at Miyerkules po ang nakatakda sa ating November 2025 edition of DTL SMC Season 2. As we take a look at the track layout, so let me explain how this track layout works. It will rotate at the counterclockwise direction. So the starting line or the starting area will be beside that chair. As you take a look at the monoblock chair, in front of it is the starting area. So yung isang straight na yon, doon po tayo magsisimula ng ating track layout for today's for this month of November 2025 here on DTL SNC Season 2. Then it will will be followed by that starting area will be followed by a 90-degree left turn and then a 90-degree right turn towards a short straight and a long straight connected together, going to the short downhill, short slope down, and then there's a block receiver, a small straight receiver right there, going to a 180 degree to a U-turn actually, a left U-turn going to the left. Then another short straight, then going to the slope up, the short slope up, yun pa rin. Actually, yung section na yan, yung dalawang slope up, slope down, at saka yung yung mga itim dito sa mas malapit sa screen, in front of you, ano siya, yun pa rin, hindi ko siya inalis, ibig sabihin. So, ibig sabihin yung mga nasa itaas lang yung yung inedit ng inyo pong lingkod. And then, going towards, from that slope up, there is a straight receiver, a long straight receiver going to the lane changer. At the right of your screen is the lane changer. Then going to a lane changer set actually with a short receiver at the other end, at the receiving end. Going to straight, another long straight designed by yours truly. Actually, matagal ko na pong ginawa yan since 2022. Buti na nga lang po, napakinabangan pa somehow. And going to that long straight, it will be connected to it is connected to 90-degree left turn going towards a bouncing straight. The blue area right there, ito pa, dito, yun sa area pong yan, ano po yan, bouncing straight. So bouncing straight, so makikita po natin kung magtatalunan, kung paano magtatalunan yung mga auto po natin dyan as we go along with for the whole month of November 2025 on DTL SMC Season 2, ayan. Then, after that, bouncing straight on that blue area, actually that's a blue area. Yung dalawang long straight na, bouncing straight. Then, merong one long straight receiver. And then, to wrap up the entire track layout, it will be ended by a 90-degree left turn towards the finish line. So that's how simple the track layout for the month of November 2025 is. It's simply because of the lack of space. So, ganyan lang po yung kinaya ng space ng inyo pong lingkod. So, yan lang talaga yung kinaya na track layout. Due to the limited space allotted on that floor area. So, hindi ko na maano siya talaga. Kasi kung i-extend ko pa yan, baka wala na pong madaanan yung tao. So, that's why ganyan lang po yung ating track layout for today's edition, for this the whole month of November 2025 on DTL SMC Season 2. So, pagdating ng December, ano yan, Omega Formation, parang hugis Omega na Greek letter, ganun yung mangyayari. And then, 8, tapos 8 yung Grand Prix. So, binuking ko na po kung ano yung track layout natin. So, ganun yung mga mangyayari. Kasi, due to the limited number of track panels available, yun lang po yung nakayanan ng inyong lingkod for the meantime. So, hindi ko alam kung kailan pa ako makakalawas na Maynila just para lang makabili ng race stock. Mahirap kasi yung mag-ship, baka mamaya pag nag-ship naman kasi, nagpa-ship, baka iba naman ang ibigay, baka marong pa tayo. So, mas mabuti ni sigurado kailangan talaga lumuwas na lang ng Maynila pa just to be sure na makakakote ng mga karagdagang track panels. Yun lang talagang paraan. Yun kung pinaka-safe na paraan lang po yan. Alright. So, that goes the track layout for the whole month. So, dyan sa puting upuan na yan, dyan po ako uupo habang pinapanood yung mga nagkakarerang mga auto. So, at least may mga may mga konting pahinga. May mga makukuha rin akong mga dagliang pahinga, mga ganun, you know that. So, yeah. So, that's how we explain this the whole month of November 2025. So, that's how it goes. So, without further ado, let's proceed right away with our race day number 1 of the scheduled 8 race day month of November 2025 here on DCL SMC Season 2. Again, this is yours truly, Don Patrick D. Paraguilar. Proud of bringing you another set of the Moving Burger Racing Action live streaming. Being live streamed on DPAT TV, Don Patrick Aguilar on YouTube. Also, as well to my other social media platforms, DPAT Tamiya on Facebook and at DPAT Tamiya on TikTok. Yan. Tapos yung DPAT Aguilar at An Evening with DPAT Aguilar, di pa pang mga social media platforms ng inyo po lingkod. So without further ado, let's proceed right away with the toss coin. Kung saan po magsisimula, kung sa lane 1 po ba o sa lane 2 magsisimula yung ating mga higher ranked cars. So let's see. So let's see if this toss coin. Hindi ko na-flip masyado. Hindi ko na-flip. It has to be flipped. Nope. Nope. Not that way. Not that way. There you go. Yan ang sigurado. Alright. So the toss coin has decided already with that flip. And according to the toss coin that we did, umibabaw po mga kadipat. Yan. Cross po yung lumabas. Token ang lumabas. So, ibig sabihin, ang higher seeded car o yung mga higher ranked cars ay magsisimula sa lane 2 or the outer lane which is beside my chair out there. So, the higher ranked car will start at the red lane or lane 2. That's on your left. And on your right is the lane 1 or blue lane. Ink in blue. Actually, the one ink in blue is lane 1 at the right, and at the left is the red lane or lane 2 ink on red. Red ball pen. Actually, red ball pen lang po. Blue ball pen naman yung kabila. Alright. So, without further ado, let's proceed right away with our race number 1. Yan. 21 races in the single round robin. To begin with, here now is our race number 1 between the Orange Agents. So, without further ado, let's proceed right away with our November rain season here on DTL SMC Season 2 on the track layout for the whole month of November 2025. So, first up, we have our race number 1 here featuring Papa Roach taking on Cosmo Atomica. This time, Papa Roach is now on the MS chassis, so double shock muna po yung gamit po ni Papa Roach. dito sa ating ano. For the rest of the season, ito na po yung gagamitin kay Papa Roach, yung MS chassis. Kasi pwede pong MS, pwedeng BS, pwedeng AR. Kasi yung AR version nun based on 95009. 95009 based on AR po yun. Yung 94899, yon yung base dito sa MS. Then yung VS naman is 95219 if I'm not mistaken. 95 ano yata yun? 219 ba yun? I think yata 95219. Yung BS na clear orange special. So sa race number 1 na to, Agent Orange will collide. Papa Roach taking on Papa Roach now at the MSL, taking on Cosmo Atomica at the FMA. So doon na ako pupunta sa starting area na to, dito. So madali na ako, pwede na akong umupo actually. I can actually sit down. Yan. Tapos medyo yuyuko na lang, if ever. Alright, so for our race number 1, is Papa Roach taking on Cosmo Atomica, and in this matchup, it's going to be Papa Roach having the higher rank based on their average per month. O, yung mga average monthly points na nai-score nila on aggregate, yun po yung mga ranking ng ating mga auto, as explained on the Pastamili Facebook page. So, for our race number 1, Papa Roach will be the higher ranked car against Cosmo Atomica. Therefore, Papa Roach will start at the red lane or lane 2. Cosmo Atomica at lane 1. Again, starting lane for Cosmo Atomica is here, and beside me is the starting lane for Papa Roach. Lane 1 and lane 2 respectively, to start off our month-long November rain season here on DTL SMC Season 2. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble here in our first of the 4 Manic Monday editions this month of November 2025 here on DTL SMC Season 2. Ladies and gentlemen, here now is our race number 1. Ready, set, bye. Papa Roach ahead. Pwede na rin finger. Pag natundan, okay na. Ang halap, let's see. Okay, winner. That's good. Winner. Pwede pa yun. Pwede yun, okay lang. Basta tumapos, okay lang yan. Papa Roach starting off November 2025 with a victory over Cosmo Atomica in a new chassis. MSL chassis won. First win for the MSL chassis. Yan. So no problem yan. Ganun lang kasimple. So ganun lang kadali yung ating buhay ngayon sa ating November 2025 here on DTL SMC Season 2. That's good. Race number 2. Right away. Okay? Pagkapakita ko dito, yun na yung race number 2 natin. Okay? Race number 2 will now feature Unicosmos, the Cosmosonic FMA, taking on the Super FMPACF Bracken Gigant Ferreira. So it's Unicosmos versus Ferreira for our race number 2. And for this matchup, it's going to be Unicosmos starting at lane 1 this time around. So it's an alternate starting lane format. Yup, again, I remind everybody that the Pastamili Stock Motor Conference is running at the alternate starting lane format. So for this race number 2, it's Unicosmos starting at lane 1, Ferreira at lane 2. Again, Unicosmos starting at lane 1, Ferreira starting at lane 2 in this race. Number 2, ang karera ng mga may pulang buhok. Ready, set, fight. Emang. Good, pwede. Okay, good. Yeah, good. Penultimate lap. Final lap. Pag noong turn na to, pasok. Winner! Sabi ka sa inyo, rat-rat eh. Pwedeng rumatrat, syempre naman. Yoni Cosmos victorious over Ferreira. Alright. Gano'n lang kadali. Rat-ratan galore. Kaya nga rat-rat, mas rat-rat ngayon yung track layout natin eh. Mas rat-rat ngayon ng track layout kumpara sa kumpara nung nakaraan. Medyo technical kasi nung mga nakaraang buwan eh, no? The past few months we went to a technical so almost a technical racing. But last month it was what you call rat-rat or speedy. In the Philippines we call that rat-ratan, fire with fire. In other words, it's fire with fire. Pereira lost to Uni Cosmos. Race number 3. Race number 3 will now feature the rivalry of the twin Aero Avantes, Team Avatari taking on Avatari. Alright. Race number 3 is a rivalry. It's a continuing rivalry between the twin Aero Avantes, the limited edition Team Avatari taking on the OG Aero Avante Avatari. So in this matchup, we got Team Avatari starting at lane 2, Avatari starting at lane 1 or the blue lane, so that's identical with its color, which is blue. Again, Avatari starting at lane 1, Team Avatari starting at lane 2 in this race number 3. Ready, set, right. Good. Avatari ahead. Good. 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 Penultimate lap. Final lap. Good. Okay. Winner. Easy. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. Avatari victorious, prevailing over Timac Avatari. So unfortunately, buhay pa rin yung bangungot ng nakaraan para kay Timac Avatari. Minumulto pa rin. Minumulto pa rin ng pagkatalo sa race off nitong Miyerkules. Last Wednesday was the first time in DTL history that we played a race off for the Champion of the Month award. Race off for the Champion of the Month award. First time in the history of DPAT's Tamiya League na nangyari po yun, no? So far, wala namang embang. Walang nag-embangan. Still good. Peeling out round pa lang kasi. Kaya medyo malamig pa. Alright, race number 4. Race number 4 right away, we got Zeta, the big spider, taking on Cosmo Atomic, Cosmosonic. First of the two big spider Cosmo Atomic rivalries in our race, in our 21 races, the single round robin at least. And in this matchup, it's going to be Zeta starting at lane 1 this time. Cosmo Atomic at lane 2 again. Zeta starting at lane 1, Cosmo Atomica starting at lane 2 in this race number 4. Alrighty, set, bye. Good. Set ahead. Takto na, takto. Penultimate lap. Takto na. Maganda na, final lap. Stable. Nice. Nice. Rat-rat talaga. Sabi ko sa inyo, pwedeng rumatrat eh. Zeta winning over Cosmo Atomica rather. Alright. Zeta won over Cosmo Atomica. Yan. Cosmo Atomica, unfortunately, bad start to start off this month. Zeta with a victory. Okay, medyo ano muna tayo, medyo time out lang konti. Dahil ako ng paborito kong hash brown. Okay, race number 5. Race number 5, it's going to be Unicosmos taking on Papa Roach. So it's Unicosmos versus the Speedy Papa Roach in our race number 5. And for this matchup, Unicosmos will start at lane 2, Papa Roach at lane 1. Once again, Papa Roach will be starting here at lane 1, and Unicosmos will start here at lane 2 in this race number 5. Lakas. Ready, hit, bite. Quick start by Papa Roach. Okay, lang. Stable. And ultimate lap, going to the final lane changer. Still good. On to the final lap we go. Winner. Okay, winner. Winner. Unicosmos winner. Oh, tapos na. Twin Cosmosonics rivalry in our race number 8 later on. Alright, kasi tapos na si Papa Roach kay Cosmo Atomica, yun yung una nga eh. So, ang race number 8 natin, Twin Cosmosonics rivalry. Unicosmos 2-0. Agawan pala sa 2-0 yun. Agawan sa 2-0 na pala. Race number 6. Race number 6 will now feature Timac Avatari taking on Ferreira. Alright. In our race number 6, it's a traditional rivalry of red and blue for our race number 6. First of 2 actually. So, it's Timac Avatari taking on Ferreira in our race number 6. Pro Stock rivalry actually. Magkaribal sa Pro Stock ito eh. Yung Slash Reaper, yung Aero Avante, Aero Mantare, Shadow Shack at saka itong Black and Giant makakaliban talaga sa Pro Stock Racing. And in this matchup, it's going to be Timac Avatari starting at lane 1, Ferreira at lane 2. So that's identical with their respective colors. Once again, it's Timac Avatari starting at lane 1, Ferreira starting at lane 2 in this race. Number 6. Ready, set, fight. And on that lap, going to the final lane changer. Still final lap, pumasundan, okay na, panalo na. Yan. Winner. Di pa nasundan eh, okay lang. So it's alright. Timac Avatari was just too slow. Too slow talaga. Kailangan talaga medyo rat-rat. Talaga rat-rat. Ay, loser pala. Ano yung kanina? Winner? O, di loser next. Loser na. Loser nga dapat yun, kaya lang natapos na eh. So, winner na. Loser. Timac lost to Ferreira. Race number 7. Race number 7 will now feature Zeta taking on Avatari. Alright. And our race number 7 between Zeta and Avatari. The starting lanes of the cars will be Zeta at lane 2. Avatari, identical with its color, starting at the blue lane or lane 1. Again, Avatari starting at lane 1 and Zeta starting at lane 2 in this race number 7. Ready, set, fight. Good. Good. Penultimate lap. Penultimate lap. Going to the final lane changer. Good. Final lap. Okay. Imbang pa! Imbang pa! Aray ko! Doon pa nadali, uuwi na nga lang. Sa bouncing street pa nadali. Aray ko! Malas! Avatari escaping Zeta's wrath. Alright. Avatari escaping with the win over Zeta. Winner. Tatapat siya dito sa ano. So si Zeta mag-antay ng matalo dun sa Twin Cosmos. Hindi, si Unicosmos na lang hihintayin pala ni Zeta rito mamaya sa race 8. So, kung anong standing yan, wala na tayo. Okay. By the way, race 7 pala yan. Shout out to my ultimate crush and my ultimate love of my life, Myrtle Sarosa. Of course, yung we pray for the safety of your fellow kababayan sa buong Iloilo, o sa buong lalawigan ng Iloilo. Yun nga, isa sa mga matinding tatamaan ng Typhoon Tino. So yan, we pray for their safety. Yung safety ng ating mga Ilonggo at mga kababayan nating Ilonggo at Ilongga dyan. Please stay safe and dry po. We always pray for your safety. Our thoughts that we are with you as always. Okay, so ano yung nanalo? Zeta. Hindi, Avatari. Naisahan yung higher seed. Next, race 8. It's the race between the twin Cosmosonics in our race number 8 as Unicosmos takes on Cosmo Atomica. The old and the new Cosmosonic going at it for our race number 8. And in this matchup, it's going to be Unicosmos starting at lane 1, Cosmo Atomica lane 2. Once again, Unicosmos will start at lane 1 here at the inner lane. And at the outer lane or lane 2, it's going to be Cosmo Atomica in this race number 8. Ready, set, bye. Magandang game na to. Magandang lugar. Ike! Penultimate lap. Final lap. Wala ko yung talon. Nanakit na yun. Panalo na. Okay. Winner, hit. Nabitin si Cosmo Atomica. Kung kaya naman nakasalubong na. Hindi na ako makatayo. Lapagod na yung lolo nyo eh. Gano'n na talaga pag tumatanda na. Durug! Unicosmos winning over Cosmo Atomica. So unfortunately, bad start for Cosmo Atomica. Cosmo Atomica still has yet to win any race. Has yet to win a race. Tatlong talo, hit pa. First hit for November 2025. Yun, dito ko siya dito ko siya lagyan ng triangle na reverse. Baliktad na Tatsulo. Cosmo lost. Tapos won. Okay, maga naman tayo ng biskuit saka soft drinks. Alright. Race number 9. Race number 9 will now feature Team Avatari taking Paroch. It's a race between the limited edition car kits for our race number 9 as Team Avatari, the Aero Avante Team 2024 special. Takes on the Slash Reaper Clear Orange Special Red Special combined for our race number 9. And in this matchup, it's going to be Team Avatari starting at lane 2, Papa Roach lane 1. So that's opposite to the call yung ating ang kanilang mga starting lanes. At the blue lane or lane 1 is Roach, and at the red lane or lane 2, that's Team Avatari in this race number 9. Ready, set, bye! Take off! Cleaner, di ka na nabutan. Malas, di ka na nabutan. Di ka na nabutan eh. Hit. Buti na lang, gano'n lang na, hindi gano'n kalakas yung impact. Aray ko. Natulumi si Papa Roach, kung kaya naman si Team Avatari ang wagi rito laban kay Papa Roach. Alright. So, kanina. 1 loss. Tapos na. Tapos na pala. They win ulit. Loss ulit, hihintayin niya Papa Roach dyan. Team up 1 over Papa Roach. Hit ulit. Second hit of today. Today is our second hit. Ay, sorry. Race number 10. Race number 10, another rivalry of red and blue for our race number 10 as Ferreira takes on Avatari. Ferreira, the Brocken Gigant, taking on Avatari, the Aero Avatari, in our race number 10. And for this matchup, we got Avatari starting at lane 2, Ferreira starting at lane 1. So that's opposite to their respective colors. Once again, Ferreira starting at the blue lane or lane 1. Avatari will be starting at the red lane or lane 2 in this race number 10. Ready, set, bye! Penultimate lap. Medyo nabitin na siya. Medyo nag-bounce si Avatari. Final lap. Hindi na. Okay. Sumapit pa. Aray ko, sumabit pa. Talo na nga, sumabit pa. Double whammy nangyari. Ferreira, winner. Alright. Ferreira won over Avatari in our race number 10. Alright, so loser. Avatari. Avatari Papa Roach, di pa, di ba? Yun, sakto. Good. Avatari lost to Ferreira. Walang hit naman, pero talagang lamang na si Ferreira eh. Saktong-sakto na talaga yung takbuhan. Alright. Race number 11, we now have Zeta taking on Unicosmos. Zeta versus Unicosmos, it's a race between the Champion of the Month awardees for DCL SMC Season 2. July 2025 Champion of the Month, Unicosmos taking on the two-time Champion of the Month, Zeta, August and September of 2025 of our current year. And in this matchup, it's going to be Zeta starting at lane 2, Unicosmos lane 1. Again, Zeta starting at lane 2, Unicosmos starting at lane 1 in this race. Number 11. Ready, set, bye. Magandang laban to. Papahay! Pumahay! Habol! Ike! Sanke! Ginawal ni Zeta! Ayun lang, medyo nabitin. Tinobines lang, set ahead. Kaya rin change ko Zeta. Ang the final lap we go. Let's see. Pero grabe yung takbuhan yan ha. Ibang klase. Ibang klase yung nakita nating run and gun action. What speed and stability displayed by both Unicosmos and Zeta, but unfortunately Zeta was just too much to handle for Unicosmos, and eventually Unicosmos losing for the first time at the expense of Zeta. Zeta emerging victorious over Unicosmos after that exciting run and gun race in our race number 11. Possible candidate for a race of the day. That's a possible candidate for race of the day. Itong race number 11 natin. Ay, loser, winner. Zeta will face Ferreira in the next. So Unicosmos will await the loser of the next race actually. Zeta 1 over Unicosmos. Grabe, ang gandang laban yun. Ano pa kaya kung Grand Prix na yan, eh, no? What more pa kaya kung Grand Prix yan, no? Grabe, parang hindi na ako makapaghintay going to the Grand Prix. Grabe. Can't wait to see that coming. Can't wait to see that coming, you know. Hopefully you're excited as I am. Race number 12. So, remaining assignments for Unicosmos, by the way, Team Akabatari and actually the Twin Aero Avantes. Yung mga kasama niya sa backstop. Yun na yung mga natira niyang kalaban. Race number 12, we got here Team Akabatari taking on Cosmo Atomica. Alright. Is it good? Yes. Team Ak versus Cosmo. Alright, for our race number 12, Team Akabatari taking on Cosmo Atomica, and in this matchup, it's identical with their respective colors, ang kanilang mga respective starting lanes. Team Akabatari will start at the blue lane or lane 1. Cosmo Atomica starting at the red lane or lane 2. Once again, Team Akabatari starting at lane 1, and Cosmo Atomica starting at lane 2 in this race number 12. Ready, set, fight! Magandang laban to, dahil parang laki. Huwag mo ito ang dahil. Good. Ano ito yung class? Yun lang. Nakikin. Final lap. Winner. Okay. Winner. Team Akabatari winning over Cosmo Atomica. Alright. Team Akabatari won. Ayun na yun. Tama. Winner yun. Okay. Red. Another loss. Another heartbreak for Cosmo Atomica right there. How unfortunate. So yung si Zeta at Apatari na lang yung hindi pa nakakalaban niya. Si Zeta at Unicosmos na lang pala hindi pa niya nakakalaban. Tapos si Zeta ang last. Okay. Hydration break. Hydration break tayo ulit. Kain sabay inom. Okay, race number 13. Race number 13, we got here Papa Roach taking on Navatari. Alright, so far wala pang nagiging draw. After 12 races, wala pa tayong natatala na draw. Talagang nasa-settle in 6 laps. Nasa-settle in 6 laps. So parang umembang pa lang si Papa Roach at si Cosmo Atomica. Actually, mga Orange Angels pa lang yung ang umembang. O kung meron din pala si Avatari sumabit. Hindi naman tumatalsik ng truck. Yung iba natulumi, yung iba sumabit, yun lang. Alright, in our race number 13, it's Avatari taking on Papa Roach. And in this matchup, Papa Roach will start at lane 2. Avatari at lane 1, so identical with their respective colors. Although yung si Papa Roach orange. Pero sa lane 2 siya, on the red lane, ang kanyang starting lane. Avatar will start at the blue lane or lane 1 in this race number 13. Ready, set, bye. Good, Avatar to the pit start. Left. Going to the final minimum change. Final lap. Umabot, okay na. Okay, hit. Wala na. Wala na, hit na yun. Foul. Foul. Dapat pala meron pala ako silbato eh. Foul. Dapat pala meron ako yung silbato. O kaya yung buzzer. Pwede rin naman yung buzzer. Kasi naman yung buzzer. Ay, natago ko pala dun sa kabila. Natago ka na sa salas pala yung buzzer ko. Wala, hit yun. Hit na talaga yun. Kasi ano siya, ang nangyari doon kasi, biglang sumabit si Abatari, nabangga. So it's a runaway win for Papa Roach against Abatari. Alright. Papa Roach winner. Kasi nabangga siya. Nabangga. Si Abatari kasi medyo nakaharang, nasabit na doon, papalapit na halos si Papa Roach na salubong. Boom! Hindi na nakapreno, ayun. So, panalo si Papa Roach. Finally, Papa Roach back on the winning track. After a couple of losses. Pero hit yun. Considered hit. Hit yun. Third hit. Marang na kasi Umarang na kasi si Abatari. Remaining assignments for Papa Roach, Zeta and Ferreira. And then, yun, yung maglaban sa race 14, yun yung So, ang hahanapin niya ngayon, yung, loser yun, winner na. Yung winner ng dalawa, yun ang next na kalaban ni Papa Roach. Si Abatari, si Cosmo, at saka yung Twin Cosmosonics na lang ang natira. So, okay na. Yung Unicosmos, yung Twin Aero Avantes na tilang assignment. Si Abatari, yung Twin Cosmosonics naman. Ay, good. Good yan, good. Tapos ang last si, Unicosmos. Okay, race number 14. Race number 14 will now feature Zeta, the Big Spider, taking on the bracket. So it's a race between the Let's and Go villains here. In our race number 14, and in this matchup, we got Zeta starting at lane 1, Pereira, identical with its color, starting at the red lane or lane 2. Again, Zeta starting at lane 1, Pereira starting at lane 2 in this race number 14. Ready, set, fight! Magandang laban to. Zeta with a quick start. Good. Penultimate lap. Final lap. Winner. Pwede natin ratratin to sa Miyerkules. Maganda to pag nagratratan sila. Zeta victorious over Ferreira. Alright. Winner. So, Cockroach versus Cockroach versus Spider ang next sa race 17. Ferreira ang remaining, hindi, meron pa pala siyang dalawa. 3-6, okay. Ferreira lost, talagang kapos. Masyadong mabilis si Zeta para habulin ni Ferreira. Tama, Zeta lost to Pereira. Pereira lost to Zeta rather. Okay, race number 15. Ito na, magandang laban dito. Isa pa to. Race number 15 will now feature Team Avatari taking on Unicosmos. Two of my box stock entries sa DTL answer ang ating magkalaban sa ating race. Number 15, so that's penultimate assignment for Unicosmos, and in this matchup, it's going to be Unicosmos starting at lane 1, Team Avatari starting at lane 2, so that's contrast to the respective colors. Team Avatari will be starting at the red lane or lane 2, and Unicosmos will start at the blue lane or lane 1 in this race. Number 15. Penultimate lap, kumahabol na, okay na. Ano? Wala na, okay na, okay na. Nalundag ni. Wala na, nalundag. Lulundagin na sana. Wak wink. Lulundag na sana eh. Ayos na. Ayos na yan. Ayos na yan, nasundan na eh. Unicosmos winning over T-Mac Avatari. T-Mac Avatari was just too slow. So, nagkamali ako ng setting ng baterya sa kambal. So, yun na. Anyway, game 1 pa lang naman. Subok-subok muna. Feeling out round, actually. So, that's just feeling out round. Remaining assignment for Unicosmos is Avatari. Okay, so standby siya. Ngayon, si T-Mac, ang last assignment niya, Zeta. Hintay. Hintay siya ngayon. Si Zeta, ang last assignment niya, yun din. T-Mac Zeta. Walang hit yun kasi nasundan lang eh. So, not considered hit. Ano na yan? Tawag doon? Won. Okay. Dito wala, dito. Dito. T-Mac, dalawa. So far, red and greens pa lang ang natala natin. Race number 16. Okay. Race number 16, we now have Cosmo Atomica taking on Avatari. Cosmo Atomica taking on Avatari, penultimate assignment for both cars. In race number 16, and for this matchup, it's going to be Cosmo Atomica starting at lane 1. Avatari again back at lane 2 or the red lane. So that's opposite to their respective colors once again. Cosmo Atomica starting at lane 1 and Avatari starting at lane 2 in this race number 16. Ready, set, fight. Abuli mo, pinabalaga. Final lane danger for Avatari. Going to the final lap. Still in the lead. Yun lang. Malas. Yun lang. Nasamit lang, malas. Ang ganda na sana, sumamit lang eh. Malas. Cosmo Atomica finally winning one with a lucky victory over Avatari. Just when we thought Avatari was about to close out this close encounter against Cosmo Atomica, but unfortunately unable to finish it. Avatari was unable to finish it. Nasapit lang doon sa bouncing street. Ayun, naisahan pa rin ni Cosmo. Aray ko po. Pero magandang laban yun ha. Avatari could have won, but stolen. But that win was stolen by Cosmo Atomica at the end. Going towards the end of the 6th lap race. Alright. So, final assignment for Cosmo Atomica is Pereira. While on the other end, Avatari will close out its campaign against Unicosmos. Yup. 17, 18, 20, wait. Papa Roach, may isa pa. Si Ferreira din. Marami pa palang assignment si Ferreira eh. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Ayun, good. Pwede pa. Good pa, good. Goods pala. Kala ko magbaback to back na naman eh. Avatari lost to Cosmo Atomica. Sayang yun. That was a wasted opportunity right there for Avatari to wrap up that exciting race. Yun lang. Race 17, down to our last 5 races, final 5 races of the elimination round. And in our race number 17, we got the rivalry of the insects, the spider, the big spider Zeta taking on Paroch. Alright. So in our Race number 17 is going to be Zeta starting at lane 2, Papa Roach lane 1. Once again, it's Papa Roach starting at lane 2, Zeta starting at lane 2 rather, Papa Roach starting at lane 1, in this race number 17. Parehong di-pihit pala. Ready, set, bye. Magandang laban to. Ganda ng tono pala to. Final lane finger for Zeta. Okay, good. Final lap. Ito. Dipihit pala, nakalimutan ko. Pareho na lang dipihit yung MSL at Super 2. Yeah, I forgot to mention. Zeta winning over Papa Roach. Alright. Papa Roach was just too fast for its own good. So, final assignment. Yan. Tapos mamaya pupunta lang siya dun. Ayos. Zeta 1. Papa Roach lost. Next, race number 18. Final assignment for Cosmo Atomica. Itong laban niya Ferreira in our race number 18. Cosmo Atomica taking on Ferreira. Alright. In our race number 18, it's going to be Cosmo Atomica starting at lane 1. Ferreira, identical with its color, starting at the red lane or lane 2. Once again, Ferreira starting at lane 2, Cosmo Atomica starting at lane 1 in this race number 18. Ready, set, bye. Nalalaman to. Ferreira ahead. Ay, hanggang masukin. Good. Stop ko lang. Penultimate lap, going to the final lane finger. Good. Final lap. Winner. Yan ang advantage talaga ng track layout. Para madali ako makaupo, at least mapapahinga rin ako ng paano kahit paano. Somehow, I can manage my stamina. I manage my stamina and endurance. Yan. Because I'm getting older na, I'm not getting younger anymore. So I just have to, Ferreira, winner. All right. So unfortunately for Cosmo Atomica ending its single round robin campaign with only 2 points. All losses, 1 win, 5 losses. So unfortunately, Cosmo Atomica is out of contention for going to our knockout rounds later on. So, si Bak si Cosmo Atomica. Obvious lang si Bak yan. Kasi isang panalo lang siya. Saka isang panalo lang eh. 1 win, 5 losses. So, malabo na. Definitely malabo. Pull out na yan. For now. So, balik. Next week na lang siya babalik. Game 3. No? Alright, next. Race number 19. Down to our last 3 races of our elimination round for today. And in our race number 19, we got here Unicosmos taking on Avatar. So, final assignments na to for all of the 6 remaining cars. And in our race number 19, Unicosmos taking on Avatar. And in this matchup, Unicosmos will start at lane 2, Avatar at lane 1. So that's identical with the respective colors. It's going to be Avatar starting at the blue lane or lane 1. And Unicosmos will start at the red lane or lane 2 in this race number 19. Ready, set, bye. Unicorn will start. Still good. Still good. Penultimate lap. Going to the final lane finger. Good. Final lap. Let's see. Alright. Easy. Easy peasy. Yoni Cosmos wrapping up the elimination round with a victory over Avatari. Alright, so taob. Taob tong dalawa. Taob na yung dalawa kasi tapos na. Antay na lang ng semis ngayon yan. O, semis bound na yan si Yoni Cosmos. Most likely, ilan lang yung talo niya? Isa lang, 10 points. O, semis bound. Semis bound na yan. Sure ball. Basta may naka 10 points or more, sigurado yung assured of semis yan. Assured of playoff spot. Pasok na yan sa playoffs mamaya. O sa race off mamaya. Avatari lost to Yoni Cosmos Laglag. Laglag na yan si Avatari, sigurado na. Isa lang na panalo ni. That's it. Yoni Cosmos, 10 points. Ayos, pasok. Penultimate race. Alright. Penultimate race of our elimination round for today's Manic Monday edition. We got here Zeta taking on T-Mac Avatari. So it's Big Spider versus Aero Avante, another rivalry, the second one in our race number 20. And for this matchup, Zeta will start at lane 1, T-Mac Avatari starting at lane 2. Again, Zeta will be starting at lane 1 here, the inner lane. And on my near me is the red lane or lane 2. That's the starting lane of T-Mac Avatari for our penultimate race of the elimination round, this Manic Monday edition. Ready, set, fight. Starting! Wala ka na ka? Dapat pala, hindi ako sa'yo makakali. Ako na pala nagsabi, pwedeng lat-lat. Ay, natutunan na, okay na. Winner! Ay, winner. Natundan na eh, winner. Outright victory. Zeta closing out its elimination round campaign with over T-Mac Avatari. So I think Zeta is semis bound. I guess. Yes, Zeta is semis bound as well with 10 points. There was no hit actually. There was no foul. Alright, final race of our elimination round for today. We got here Cosmo Pereira. Wait a minute. Ano nangyari kay Cosmo Pereira pala nung ano? Hindi, umembang si ano eh. Umembang si ano pala, Cosmo o tama. Tama, sinabi ko pala si Maxi Cosmo. Tama. One pala. Okay. Final assignment for our edition. Race number 21 natin. Papa Roach will take on Pereira. Alright. Papa Roach versus Pereira. It's Ipis versus Giant for our to close out the elimination round for today. And in this matchup, it's going to be Papa Roach starting at lane 2, Pereira lane 1. Again, Papa Roach starting at lane 2. Pereira starting at lane 1 in this 21st and final race of our elimination round, this Manic Monday edition. Ready, set, fight. Biglang lakas eh. Biglang nagkamumihinto mo na kaya yun. Penultimate lap. Final lap. Okay. Wrapping up the elimination round in style is Ferreira after beating Alright, so that wraps up our elimination round for today's edition of DTL SMC Season 2. with the 21 races in our single round robin already done and over and done with. We'll now proceed with our after this break. We'll proceed right away with our announcement of Final Four. Kung sino yung mga papasok sa ating playoff round or race-off rounds featuring semifinals 1 and 2, race for the bronze, and championship race. All these and more of Tamiya Mini Four-Wheel Drive Racing action coming at you when we return here on the Pats Tamiya League Stock Motor Conference Season 2. Don't go away. Alright mga kadipat, mga kadetail, mga katamiya, ladies and gentlemen, are still watching our live stream of Dipat's Tamiya League Stock Motor Conference Season 2. this November 3, 2025, as we start up another month of Tamiya Mini 4 Drive Racing action. And indeed, it was exciting. It was actually another batch of exciting Tamiya races. At the after the end of the 21 races of the elimination round, we officially have our final forecast. All right. So finishing on top of the charts at the end of the 21 races in the single round robin were Zeta and Unicosmos tied on top with 10 points apiece, 5 wins and 1 loss. But due to yung loss naman ni Unicosmos ay kay Zeta niya nakuha. So therefore, due to the win over the other rule, Zeta was the one who beat, the only car who beat Unicosmos. Therefore, Zeta will be the top seeded car going to our race ops. Yung race op natin, going to our race op round. And Unicosmos will be relegated to the second seed. And Ferreira in solo third with 8 points total, a couple of losses and 4 wins, and with a total of 8 points. Wala pong nagtabla. Wala po tayong nakitang tabla after 21 races. Wala pong naitalang draw or no winner. All of the 21 races were settled in 6 laps. So that's a good sign. Although nagkaroon lang, yung iba nga lang nagkaroon ng hit. Okay. Solo third si Ferreira with 8 points total. And the final race of slot went to Timac Avataris after splitting all of its 6 assignments, splitting in wins and losses. A trio of wins and losses to enter the final 4 round with a total of 6 points. Yan. So, ang mga matchup natin sa semifinals, Zeta versus Timac Avatari in the 1 versus 4 matchup. Unicosmos number 2 taking on Ferreira number 3. So, unfortunately, Papa Roach finished 5th with 4 points. Cosmo Atomica and Avatari both only 1 win apiece. And due to the win over the others, si Cosmo Atomica yung tumalo kay Avatari. Therefore, Cosmo Atomica will finish 6th and Avatari will be finishing dead last at the end of the 21 races and elimination round. So, Papa Roach, Avatari, and Cosmo Atomica will be replaced by Escolta, the Shining Scorpion, the comebacking Zenaku, the VS chassis, and yung si Stargate Super 2 chassis o yung Merlion. Yan. So, yun yung yung mga papalit sa tatlong nalaglag ngayong araw nito going to our game 2 on Wednesday. Alright, so I have to set aside first itong sina Avatari at Papa Roach. Ayan. So, itabi ko na yung dalawang agent oranges at saka si Avatari. Dahil pareho silang nasibak. Nasibak sila eh. So, down to our last 4 cars. 4 na kotse na lang ang natitira rito sa ating papasok na race ops. Alright, so without further ado, let's proceed right away with our knockout stage races. Let's start off the race ops with our race number 1 in the semifinals round. First up, okay, so I have to put on the lights again. Alright, so in our first semifinals matchup, we got the number 2 Unicosmos taking on the number 3 Ferreira. Alright, so in our semifinals number 1, we got Unicosmos taking on Ferreira in our semifinals number 1. And for this matchup, it's carrying over. Actually, yung alternate starting lane po natin will be carried over here. So, kanina lane 2 yung last. So therefore, lane 1 ang higher seat. So in this race number 1 of the semifinals round, in our race ops, it's going to be Unicosmos starting at lane 1, Ferreira lane 2. Again, Unicosmos will be starting at lane 1, Ferreira will be starting at lane 2, so that's identical with its color actually. So sino ba yung nanalo nung first meeting nila? Sino ba yung nanalo nung first meeting nila? Avatari, Ferreira, Unicosmos 1. Obvious na mas mabilis yan. Pwede natin magpunas ng gulong kasi naman yan, madudumi yan din naman yung mga clocks. At saka isa pa, rat-rat na talaga yung laban natin. So that's a good sign. Talagang race kung race. Karerang umaatik ako. Karerang umaatik ako talaga. World-class Tamiya Mini 4-wheel drive racing at its finest here on D-Pads Tamiya League. Yun ang pangarap ko talaga. Yun na yung bagong pangarap ng inyo pong lingkod na si Don Patrick D-Pat Aguilar. Yan nga po yung pangarap ko talaga yung magkaroon ng mga talagang mga world-class na premiadong racing sports entertainment. So yun yung ano ko talaga. That is what I do. That's why I'm passionate with my that's why yours truly is passionate with D-Pat's Tamiya League, giving you live streams of Tamiya Mini 4 Drive Racing action despite having only this racetrack. Ito lang na 2-lane racetrack. Hopefully nga sa susunod, sa mga susunod na editions natin, hopefully, I'm hoping na ano nga din, na magkaroon ako ng pagkakataon makakuha ng mga 2-lane or 3-lane. Kahit at least 1 2-lane man lang para mapalitan yung lane changer. Tapos, meron akong, siguro, maybe I can get some, maybe a 3-lane, hopefully. Kahit anong 3-lane, basta 3-lane. No problem. Ito, alugin ko na lang ito kasi FMA. Alright mga kadipat, mga kadetail at mga katamiya, ladies and gentlemen, you're still watching our live stream of DCL SMC Season 2 in our Manic Monday edition this November 3, 2025 with yours truly, Don Patrick D. at the call. And for this, to start up our race ops, it's now time for our semifinals, number 1. Ready, set, fight. Uniboss was with a quick start. Pereira catching up. Penultimate lap. Final lap. Nice. Winner. Nice race. That was indeed a nice race in our semifinals number 1. Of course, talagang speed and stability at its finest. Again, I'm glad to say that it's simply world class. Yoni Cosmos advancing to our first championship race for the month of November 2025 here on DTL SMC Season 2 upon beating Ferreira in their semifinal race. Semifinals race. So, championship race ito si Yoni Cosmos, samantalang si Ferreira ay nalagay sa race for third. On the other end, we got here our semifinals number 2 matchup. It's going to be Zeta, the top-seeded car, going up against the 4th-seeded car, T-Mac Avatari. So again, dalawa sa aking mga backstop entry kasali in different oppositions in our semifinals round or race ops. We call this the race ops. Race ops. Nakuha ko yung playoffs dapat, di ba? Pero dahil race related, dahil mini 4-wheel drive racing yung ating genre, so we have to replace it with race instead of play. So it's race ops instead of play ops. But it's just synonymous, you know. We just have to be specific about this, you know. Alright. So in our semifinals number 2 between Zeta and T-Mac Avatari, we got here Zeta starting at lane 2, T-Mac Avatari at lane 1. Once again, T-Mac Avatari starting at its identical color, which is the blue lane or lane 1, and Zeta will be starting at lane 2. Alright. So I guess I don't need to put some dirt on this, so it's okay. Unless it's too racy, you know. Right? Alright, ladies and gentlemen, mga kadipat, mga kadetail at mga katamiya, at mga kababayan, let's brace ourselves now for our semifinals number 2. Ready, set, bite. Wala talaga, masyadong mabilis. Bawal kasi magpalit ng battery. We're not allowed, we're not allowing changing of patterns here. Okay, winner. That's it. Winner. Winner. So it's going to be the race between the Champion of the Month awardees for DPAT's Tamiya League Stock Motor Conference Season 2 in our first championship race. First of the 8 championship races for the month of November 2025 on DCL SMC Season 2 with Zeta emerging victorious over Team Avatari with its win over Team Avatari. Zeta will take a shot at destiny against Unicosmos in our first of the 8 championship races this month. Right after this race for third, right away, we'll follow this up right away with our race for third, or race for the bronze. It's going to be Ferreira at number 3, taking on the number 4 Team Makavatari. And in this race for the bronze, it's going to be Team Makavatari this time starting at lane 2. And Ferreira will be starting at lane 1. Again, it's contrast to their respective colors. The blue lane or lane 1 will be the starting lane of Ferreira, and Team Makavatari will be starting at the red lane or lane 2. Alright. Pag may mga o-ring roller, pag mga old school kasi kailangan talaga may o-ring roller. Susundan talaga natin yung talagang backstock ruling niya regarding to sa mga old school. Because Bracken Gigan is wearing an old school. Unless it's FM8. Kung FM8 to, walang problema sana. Naka-FM. Nasa Super FM siya. So therefore, we have to follow the proper backstock setting. Whatever is in the box. So we'll base on the original model, which is 19411 item number. The original item number of Bracken Gigan, by the way, is 19411. So that's number 11 in the fully cowed mini 4-wheel drive series. So that's why I just put a roller with a 40mm roller with orange or blue as default. So ibig sabihin parang naka-default setting ngayon yung Ferreira in this case. Now, kagaya ni Team Makavatari, naka-ano rin siya. Tawag dito naka-default setting. Pag backstock talaga, automatic as is na yon. Bitaw ka na lang ng bitaw. Upon purchasing the car kit, you just have to assemble it. No change to be made. No more changes to be made. You just have to run it as much as possible until it breaks. Hanggang masira na. That's it. Ganun yun, ang backstock. Simply put. Alright, mga ka-dipat, mga ka-detail at mga ka-tamiya, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble here in this race for the bronze for our first of the 8 race months of November 2025 here on the DPAT's Tamiya League Stock Motor Conference Season 2 this November 3, 2025. First to make 6 laps. 6 laps all the way ang SMC. Ano ba to? Lane 1, no? Ready, set, bye. Akong talaga. Nagkamay ako ng timpla sa battery kaya na. Sige ha. Diba round 1 pa lang naman. At least nakapasok ka siya. Buhay pa. Kung matundan, okay na. Okay na ako nag-lap. Okay, yun na. Okay, that's it. Victory! Victory! Victory, Joe! Victory, Joe! Victory! Lamabas kami pa eh. Biglang nagilo ka. May dumaan ka na. Victory, Joe! Biglang umabas kami pa. Yung pala nagila ka. Dadaan muna kami. Sabi niya, we'll pass by. For the meantime, we'll pass by. The Americans said to us in Ilocano dialect in the Philippines. It means lumabas kami pa. It means we'll pass by for a while. We're going in. We're going in. Parang ganon. Ganon lang. Alright. So at the end of that race for the bronze, Ferreira with its first aggregate point this month of November 2025 upon scoring a victory over Team Avatari In stock motor conference, it's only 3-2-1. So it's actually 3-2-1 lang po respectively. So, yeah. Later, i-display ko na lang po dyan. At the end of this live stream, tsaka ko po i-display, ipipicture, ipopost ko na lang po sa aking DPATS Tamiya League Facebook page later on. Right away. Right after nitong live stream. Alright. To wrap up our live stream for today's Manic Monday edition, here now is our championship race between the top-seeded car Zeta taking on the second-seeded car Unicosmos. Alright. So yung top 2 finishers ng single round robin today, they will be the ones racing against each other in our first of the 8 championship races for the month of November 2025 on this track layout that I designed. And in this championship race, first of the 8, again, there are only 8 race day schedules for this month. So hanggang November 26 lang po itong track layout na to. Then after November 26 live stream, tanggal ulit to, ibang formation naman. Pero naisip ko na po yan. May idea na paano formation yung gagawin. Alright. Dito pa rin yung starting line. Pag mag-iiba na lang ng korte. Mag-iiba na lang tayo ng distracted. Alright. In our championship race for today, it's going to be Zeta starting at lane 2, Unicosmos lane 1. Again, Unicosmos starting at lane 2, Unicosmos rather starting at lane 1, Zeta starting at lane 2. Alright. Grand Prix competitors, they are Grand Prix bound, right? By the way, these two cars battling for the championship are Grand Prix bound for the year, which will be held on December 27 at my on DPAS laboratory, of course. So, ibang layout po. So, sa December, iba yung korte ng regular season, yung Grand Prix, iba rin yung layout na gagawin ko po. No? Para mas exciting naman yung laban, no? So, okay lang na rumatrat hanggat gusto. So, okay lang po kahit gumamit na rin ng malakas na baterya dito. Na? For now, only for this month, I guess. Let's see. Kung may bang pa rin, sorry na lang. Hello, you. Alright. Alright, mga ka-adipat, mga ka-detail, mga ka-tamiya at mga kababayan. For some people watching this live stream around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble here in this championship race to culminate our Manic Monday festivities here today on the DPATS Tamiya League Stock Motor Conference Season 2, this November 3, 2025. By the way, happy birthday to Pia Guan Yumago for today, November 3. Also to Mac Cardona, happy birthday today. Yan, November 3 pala ngayon. Buti na lang nala. Belated happy birthday pala kay Dr. Carla Morden narito. Kay Dr. Carla Morden narito. Belated happy birthday yesterday, November 2. Also to Kaisel Bernice Fernandez Balboa sa Oklahoma. Belated happy birthday last November 1. Also to Director Coco Martin. To Direct Rodel Nasianceno or Coco Martin on screen. Belated happy birthday last Saturday, November 1. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here is our championship race for today. First to make 6 laps. Ready, set, bye! Yan yung sporting kanina, no? Oo. Habol! Penultimate lap. Unicosmos ahead. Let's see at the final lap. If Unicosmos can hold on to the lead. Holy smoke. What a comeback. What a come from behind win by Unicosmos. In the first half, it was all Zeta in the first half of the 6-lap race. But going to lap number 4, Unicosmos was able to speed up a bit and eventually catching up Zeta and overtaking it. Yeah, eventually overtaking it, going to the penultimate, going to the last 2 laps, and Unicosmos was able to hold on to the lead until the 6-lap requirement is over and done with. And yeah, sabi ko sa inyo race of the day, match-up of the day for today's Manic Monday edition is Unicosmos versus Zeta. What race we have seen there in our first of the 8 championship races this month. And in the end, the triumphant one will be Unicosmos, gaining championship, first set of championship points to start off the month, right? This November 2025 here on DCL SMC Season 2. With Zeta, not bad, with a consolation of 2 points in aggregate. And Pereira will have its first aggregate point this month. Wow! What a way to wrap up our Manic Monday edition, our Lunes Malinis edition here on DTL MC Season 2 with Unicosmos wrapping up the day with a championship against Zeta. So, yun, sila ni Zeta, Unicosmos, Team Avatari, Paparos, Cosmo Atomica, and Ferreira went at it. Yan. And after the 21 races, ang final four po natin, Zeta, Unicosmos, Ferreira, and Team Avatari from 1 to 4 respectively. Then semifinals matches, Zeta versus Team Avatari, Zeta won. Unicosmos versus Ferreira in the other semifinal race off, in Unicosmos won. So in the race for third, we got Ferreira took on Team Avatari, and Ferreira was easily won it over Team Avatari. Gaining its first aggregate point, and in the championship race which we recently played, it was Unicosmos ending itself on top of the mountain with a championship over Zeta. So podium finishers for today's Manic Monday edition, this November 3, 2025, we got Unicosmos as champion, Zeta as silver awardee, and Bracken Gigant Ferreira with the third or the bronze awardee. Bronze award. Sabihin na natin bronze award. Hindi naman necessarily bronze medal o trophy. Parang sabihin na natin champion, silver award, and bronze award. Yan lang. Alright, so 3-2 and 1 point respectively yan. Alright, so there you have it for our first of the 8 race day month of November 2025 here on DPAT's Tamiya Stock Motor Conference this November 3, 2025. So then again, it was indeed a speedy Tamiya Mini 4-wheel drive racing action at its finest. Dahil ang talagang masasabing obstacle lang dyan yung sa bandang kanan lang po ng inyong screen at the right, at the top right of your screen, and also yung top right, at the right side actually, at the right side of your screen. Yun lang po yung masasabing obstacle talaga ng ating mga auto. But for now, Di Paragilar here signing up. And once again, I thank you so much to all who watched and whoever will watch anytime on our stream, our live stream, being conducted every Monday and Wednesday at 4 p.m. Onwards. And once again, I remind everyone to stay safe and healthy, avoid negative vices, especially drugs, and all other negativities around them. Protect yourselves from all those negativities at all times and at all costs, especially those sa mga tatamaan po ng Typhoon Tino. We wish them nothing but good health, and they stay safe. May the Lord above keep them safe from all harm. Yan. As always, never forget to be thankful and always pray to God. For God is good, God is great, and God is almighty all the time. And as always, to God be all the glory and honor. God bless to all of us. God bless our beloved Maharlika nation, and God bless the entire world and all of us Filipinos across the globe. And like I always remind each and every true Filipino across the globe, love the Philippines. Mahalin po natin ang Pilipinas no matter what the crisis. And tayo sama-sama po tayong bumangon muli at ipakita yung pagmalaki natin sa buong mundo. Just like how, again, extended congratulations to Mr. Jonas Magpantay, the silent killer of our Philippine pool, making history. Our Philippine pool has made history once again in Qatar in the recently concluded Qatar World Cup 10 Ball Open. And yeah, congratulations once again, extended congratulations from DPAT's Tamiya and from DPAT TV to Mr. Jonas Magpantay. The silent killer has done it, winning his own major pool title. Yeah, congratulations once again. And of course, like Jonas Magpantay and all of the other Filipinos fighting for our nation, we must be proud to say we are all true Filipinos. Tayo ay Pilipino. We shout out our victory to the world. Isigaw natin ng malakas ang ating panalo sa buong daigdig. Yan. And with with our heads, keeping our heads high, taas noo, and with all our hearts, taos puso, kahit kanino. At sa mga manlulupig, hindi po tayo pasisilak at matatag, anumang delubyo ang dumaan. So once again, this has been another presentation of another Tamiya Mini 4-Wheel Drive Racing Action live streamed here on DPAD TV Don Patrick Aguilar on YouTube. Once again, this has been another presentation of DPAD's Tamiya League Stock Motor Conference Season 2. Once again, Don Patrick D. Aguilar here saying, Shukran, Tusentak. God bless.